Hello, welcome to my student support system. In today's class, we will discuss about prevention and control of communicable diseases. This lecture is in English, and if you want to study in Hindi, just click on I button and you will get link of Hindi lecture, or you can directly visit to channel My Student Support System. What is prevention and control? When we say the prevention, it means it refers to the measures that are applied to prevent the occurrence of a disease. And when we discuss or say about control, it refers to the measures that are applied to prevent transmission after the disease has occurred in some person or some community. Prevention and control of communicable diseases involves interventions which help to break the chain of infection. It involves steps at three levels. Number one, at reservoir level. Number two, at mode of transmission level. And number three, at susceptible host level. First, we will discuss the measures that we apply at the source or reservoir level. The prevention and control measures at source or reservoir level that we will undertake depend on the type of reservoir. Preventive and control measures include the following activities. Number one, diagnosis and treatment. First of all, we should be able to diagnose and treat the cases or patient of the disease, or refer the patient for treatment at a higher facility to reduce the time of exposure and spread of infection to other healthy people. Next is screening. Screening refers to detection or especially active detection of an infection in the individual who does not show any sign and symptom of the disease. It is carried out using specific tests which are called as screening test, so that we can identify the cases from the general community, and if needed we can isolate them. Next step is isolation. Following detection or after detection of an infectious disease, we may need to separate the patients from others or healthy person to prevent transmission the disease into healthy person or susceptible host. This system is called as isolation. Next one is reporting. The cases of communicable disease should be reported to the nearby health center or health officer time to time using the national surveillance guidelines. Then culling. When the infected animals are the reservoir and they are involved in the transmission of communicable disease, then different methods can be undertaken against them. And most common method which is used for animal reservoir is just killing them. Next is the preventive and control measures at the mode of transmission level. The activities at this level depends upon the mode of transmission of the particular disease. If the mode of transmission is direct transmission, then we need special measures to avoid direct transmission or direct contact, such as social distancing, hand hygiene, respiratory etiquettes, using mask and avoiding overcrowding places. And when the mode of transmission is indirect transmission, then we need to tackle the vehicle. For example, water purifying, food and milk hygiene, vector controlling, environmental hygiene, etc. Special attention should be paid during the treatment of the patients to prevent transmission of infection to the healthcare providers and other patients. Next one is preventive and control measures at susceptible host level. The measures described below that we are going to discuss help to protect the susceptible host, and best one is vaccination. It refers to the administration of vaccine to increase the resistance of the susceptible host against a specific vaccine preventable disease. For example, vaccine against COVID-19 protect us against COVID-19 infection or becoming seriously ill. Next is chemoprophylaxis. Chemoprophylaxis refers to the drug administration that is given to the exposed or susceptible host to prevent them from developing the infection. For example, individuals from non-malarial cases or areas who are going to visit the malaria endemic areas can take the anti-malaria medication known as prophylactic drugs or prophylaxis to prevent them the disease. Next one is maintaining healthy lifestyle. Proper nutrition, routine walking, proper rest and exercise, avoiding smoking and drinking improves the person's general health status, supports the effective functioning of their immune system and increase resistance to the infection. By this system we can prevent and control the diseases, especially communicable diseases. For such latest updates and videos, you can subscribe the channel, you can like Facebook page, and for making your notes you can visit mynursingstudents.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram and join Facebook group Nursing Notes. Thank you. Have a nice day.